Hey, as you can tell, I was just about to go on a hike, but not before I wish you a happy Good Mouth Monday. It's a day where we sing the praises of someone we admire publicly. If you think there is enough bad mouthing going on online, please join me and give some credit to people who don't get enough credit. It doesn't cost a thing and you help spread some positivity on the World Wide Web and beyond. Now, I've mentioned this guy before, but after the video he posted this week, I want to mention him again. His name is Paul Schmidt. Not only do we share the same initials, we're often on the same page when it comes to our analysis of the voiceover industry. Some have even called Paul Schmidt the new Paul Strickrider, and I'm very happy about that. I take that as a compliment. Paul has been making the rounds on social media this week, talking about a rate guide that was put out by a coach with a considerable following. The strange thing is that most professionals, and let me stress the word professionals, who have a certain level of expertise and experience and a wide network in the voiceover community, had never heard of this coach. He's not known for any major campaigns he has voiced. We've never seen him at any conferences, and he's not an active member of any long-established voiceover groups. He has created his own universe and following with the courses he made and the blogs and videos he puts out very frequently. One of the reasons many haven't heard of him is probably that has to do with the fact that he operates at the very bottom of the market, the bargain basement of voiceovers. How do I know, you may ask? Well, I've watched a number of his videos and I have seen his rate guide long before Paul Schmidt shared it. And it's appalling and downright misleading because the rates he lists are so incredibly low. In fact, when I still had my own Instagram account before it was hacked and deleted, I wrote about this, let's call him Fiverr coach, sharing some of my observations which are in line with what Paul Schmidt has talked about. What Schmidt didn't share was the name of this coach, even though you don't need to be a detective to trace the rate guide back to its source, a guy named Anthony Pica, P-I-C-A. Paul Schmidt and I agree the rates listed by this coach are for hobbyists, not professionals. Pica says they're in part based on SAG-AFTRA rates. SAG-AFTRA, the union, which tells me one thing: he has no idea what the SAG-AFTRA voiceover rates are. What's more, he promises those who sign up for his courses that they too can run a profitable voiceover business. But with the rates he's promoting, that's virtually impossible. He treats VO as a commodity, where it's all about volume and not about quality. You have to sell a lot to break even, let alone turn a profit. If you're running a factory where you can easily ramp up the production of whatever it is that you're making, that's doable, but not as a solopreneur who's selling highly customized services such as voiceovers. At some point you run out of time, out of voice, and out of clients. Now, it wasn't my intention to use Good Mouth Monday to badmouth this Fiverr coach. I don't know him personally, and people are free to put out any type of misinformation they want. But exposing this harmful misinformation, like Paul Schmidt did, is different from badmouthing someone. When you put out that someone is spreading false information that is damaging to the voiceover industry as a whole, that's not some personal attack on someone who can now claim he's a victim. This person knew very well what he was doing, and he did it to serve his own purpose. The rate guide I've been referring to is out in the open for everyone to see, and I think Paul Schmidt deserves some credit for bringing it to our attention again. The last thing we should do is shame and blame the messenger. And yet, based on my own experience with this coach and his followers, this is what will happen. Paul Schmidt, kudos to you for having the courage to call it as you see it. We need more people like you in this business. People who add value instead of devaluing it. See you soon. Bye.